Make sure that quotations are not the first or last thing that the reader sees. You have to remember that your thoughts need to be the center focus of your paper. So here we have my first draft of the paper that I've been working on. See in the margins we have my professor leaving comments to help me better refine my writing and be more straightforward with my essay. Now down here we have a perfect example of source integration that I had a bit of a problem with. Here I wrote, "Fortunately, Athens was a cultural oasis and harbored a variety of poets, public speakers, and playwrights. Many believed that by exposing the public to entertainment enriched with resourceful information, their society would grow to be more intelligent and functional." In the quote I said, "The city's appropriation of universal Greek myth through its homegrown literacy vehicle allowed its citizens to think through how to run their democracy." Bakewell, page 262. Now, my professor said that I should really focus on having an introduction to my citation. This way I can establish more of a credibility for the person who said it. Also, I should not let it be the last thing read in the paragraph. I need to include something that processes the quote and again develops it into my own idea. So I took into consideration what my professor had to say about my integration issues. I took another shot at making sure my quotes were more fully utilized. Let's take a look at what I did. Here I said, "Many believed that by exposing the public to entertainment enriched with resourceful information, their society would grow to be more intelligent and functional." Now before I get on to the quote, I'm going to introduce the author of the quote as well as establish his credibility. Geoffrey Bakewell of Creighton University explores the utility offered by public theater in ancient Greece. Quote, "The city's appropriation of universal Greek myth through its own homegrown literacy vehicle allowed its citizens to think through how to run their democracy." End quote, page 262. Note that I put a period after the quote and after the parentheses. Perhaps through Bakewell's literacy vehicle, the Greek playwright Sophocles aimed to reinforce that every man is held accountable for their actions in a democratic society. With the public as his audience, he was in prime position to do just that. Now see how I developed my own thought and idea in response to that quote, so I can retain this paper as my own. Here's another example of a well-integrated source in my essay. Note how I do have an introduction that establishes credibility for the author. I then proceed to put in the quote, and afterwards I analyze the quote and see how it can relate to my thesis.